it's Brett Maverick Sports with your Week 5 wagering tips. Let's recap what we've said. Number 1, buy the half point on 3 points in football. Every time. If you're -3, +3, whatever, don't let the field goal beat you. We know free agency in the NFL has caused equality. Everyone's pretty much equal. Look right now, we have one undefeated team this year. It's the Kansas City Chiefs, and they're not going to stay there long. Therefore, many games come down to that last kick, and you have to make sure you don't let that half point beat you. And if you keep from it, don't let that half point tie you. Get that half point on field goal games on wagers of 3 points. It's not that important at 2 points or 1 point, but on the field goal, make sure you buy that half point. Next thing we got into were bankrolls. You got to build that bankroll slowly, and you have to protect it. Protecting your bankroll is where most people make mistakes. You only start out with 25% of your bankroll each week, not 50%, not 75%. Let me tell you guys, if you start off a week, God forbid, and you go 0-10, the most you can lose is 25% of your money because you protected yourself. You left 75% of your money sitting in your shoebox in the closet and nobody got it. So next week you can start all over, and when the hot run comes, you make your money back plus a profit, and you do this each week. Each week you put all your money back in the shoebox after you collect. You figure up 25% and you start from there. Of course, you play 10% on the 25% each week on regular plays, and it goes up by bigger plays. All right, guys, that gets us into this week. Number one thing that most gamblers make a mistake on is letting emotion control them. Number one, you never play with your heart. I don't care how much you like your home team, what you've been reading in the newspaper, how much the announcers say this team is great or this team is bad. Don't listen to it. Get the emotion out of it. Number 2, never chase your losses. If you're down $300 on Monday night and you've been playing $50 per game, do not play $300 on Monday night hoping to get it all back in one big swoop. Most likely, the way the things are going, when the odds are going bad, you're just going to double your losses and you're going to lose that precious bankroll. Don't do it, guys. Stay the course. You have to stay professional. Every business has great weeks. Every business has some bad weeks. You have to deal with it. And here's the big thing most gamblers make a mistake. They're happy after a huge win for about 30 minutes, and then they move on and they're watching the next game. When they have a bad loss or a bad week, they're mad for hours and hours and hours. Get that emotional roller coaster out of it. It makes you play stupid. All right, here's your number 3 thing. Everybody does this that I know of. I've done it many times, especially at casinos. Why do casinos give you free drinks the whole time you're at a casino? To get you to play stupidly. You got to leave the alcohol out of gambling. If you've already got all your wagers turned in, I don't care how much you drink. But do not get mad after a loss when you've drank a 6-pack of beer and turn around and triple your bet. That's what the casinos want. They don't give you free Jack and Coke for no reason. It lowers your inhibitions. It makes you stupid, and that's what they count on. That's your big tips for this week. Number 1, don't chase your losses. Number 2, get the emotional roller coaster out of it. It's a business. Deal with it. And number 3, don't drink and gamble. It's just as dangerous as drinking and driving. Believe me, it's broke many people. We'll see you next week.